You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Miss Faye Foster?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
All right, guys, buckle up. This one's messy. A grandmother drags her own daughter to court, not over custody, but over money, responsibility, and two 10-year-old twin boys caught in the middle. Watch closely, because what starts as a simple financial dispute quickly exposes deep family wounds, generational tension, and a shocking legal reality. Whose side would you take, mom or grandma?
Like that.
We just gonna sit here and let her say whatever she wants to say?
I'm just going to sit here and let her say what she wants to while I'm speaking to her. And when it's your turn, I will allow you the opportunity to do the same thing. Okay. There will be no more outbursts.
Notice how the judge shuts down those outbursts right away. That's not just about courtroom etiquette. It sets the tone, control, order, and respect. The judge is signaling that this won't turn into a shouting match. But ironically, that tension will only build as both women start exposing secrets. Would you have stayed quiet or snap back?
To start doing better.
All right.
And she told me.
Wait a minute, Miss Faye Foster, let me stop you really quickly.
Okay.
You said she braids hair in the home. Do you know how much money she makes roughly on average a month?
Well, I know she charges about 300 to 400 depending on the length of your hair. Mm-hmm. And she normally on the weekend do at least 3 to 4 heads.
Okay.
So I would say on the average, if we just do the lower end of it, she probably makes about $1,200 on a Saturday. And sometimes she does it on Sunday, but most of the time it's on Saturday, all day Saturday.
So about $1,200.
Here's where the money trail starts to matter. Grandma claims the daughter pulls in $1,200 a week just from braiding hair, on top of her day job. That would mean nearly $5,000 a month in side hustle income alone. If true, it completely destroys the daughter's excuse of being broke. But is grandma exaggerating, or is the daughter hiding income under the table?
And does mom help out with any of that?
No. She always said, well, go ahead and pay their fees and I give it back to you. But I never get it back.
She lives in the home. Does she actually live there, or does she just sleep there and she lives somewhere else?
No, she lives there and she sleeps somewhere else. Every night. You know, but that's why she's supposed to be paying me $400 for them to live there.
Okay.
Because she got.
This is bigger than bills. It's about responsibility. The grandma pays for sports, transportation, even health insurance, while the daughter goes out at night. The judge hears a story that looks less like temporary help and more like a permanent escape from motherhood. If you were the judge, would you see this as neglect or just someone struggling to stay afloat?
You said this was supposed to be temporary?
It was supposed to be temporary until she found her a place to stay that they can afford. But it's been 3 years and I don't think she's looking for any place to stay, Your Honor.
All right.
I don't think she has looked at all. And she keeps saying, well, I don't have the money to get a place that's nice enough for me and the boys and that I can afford, and then people want a high deposit and all this kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm like, okay, you know, but I need you to help out, you know, and that's fine because you can't live nowhere else for $400.
3 years. That's how long the daughter has lived rent-free. What started as a temporary arrangement turned into a 3-year dependency. In legal terms, the longer this drags on, the harder it is to argue it's just temporary. Judges love clarity, and this timeline works directly against the daughter. Question is, has she been taking advantage of her mom?
I mean, what's all that about? The huffing, puffing? And...
Because she's lying. She's telling half-truths and sitting over there in her Christian outfit like everything she's saying is the gospel. Yes, me and my children did move in with her 3 years ago, but what she didn't say was, it's because...
Now the daughter fires back, and for the first time, we hear her side. She blames a tragic divorce, financial ruin, and a manipulative ex. That's powerful storytelling in court, because it paints her not as lazy, but as a victim. The problem? Sympathy doesn't erase responsibility. Should the court weigh personal tragedy when deciding child support?
Well, yes.
You'd agree with me that 3 years is no longer temporary, right?
I would say it's no longer temporary. But in the moments where I would say, you know what, I'm going to do what I can to see what I can to get, it was her, the one that was talking about, oh, that's not a good place for my grandbabies. You don't need to take them over there. And, I worry about y'all's safety over there, and that's too far.
The judge cuts through the excuses. 3 years is not temporary. Period. That's the law and common sense. This is a turning point. The judge is no longer just listening. She's locking down contradictions. You can almost feel the daughter losing ground as the courtroom energy shifts. Did you catch how fast the judge pinned her down?
I do what the stuff she asked me to do for church.
Hold on. Cooking and cleaning for a house that you reside in, you don't get any credit for that, okay? You should do those things, right? But in terms of your children, what are you doing? Because she said she's doing it all.
Listen closely here. The daughter lists cooking and cleaning as her contributions, but the judge isn't having it. Why? Because basic chores don't count as financial support. The law only recognizes real, measurable contributions like rent, food, and health care. This is a brutal reality check. Do you agree with the judge, or does the daughter deserve some credit?
Within the next 2 months, I would say.
2 months, okay. Yeah. That's exactly what I needed to know.
I ain't trying to stay where I ain't want it.
Well, I don't think that's what she's saying, ma'am. She's just saying she wants a little bit of assistance.
This moment is key. The judge demands a timeline for moving out. That's a classic legal strategy. Pinning someone to a concrete answer. Answer isn't good enough. Courts need commitments, not vague promises. The daughter finally admits 2 months. That single statement locks her into accountability and sets up the child support order.
Right. So you want me to sit here and believe that braiding hair and you're charging how much per head?
It just depends. I mean, shorter ones, 80, longer ones, like 250.
That's not what she says. And she lives in a house
but she's not working with my clientele.
Now the tension explodes. The daughter drags a shocking twist. Her mother's past relationship with her boyfriend's father. This is Courtroom Deflection 101. When the heat's on you, throw in drama to muddy the waters. But notice how the judge immediately dismisses it as irrelevant. That's the difference between drama and law. Which side do you think the jury of public opinion would take?
Let me tell you what is my business. I have your gross calculated at $3,283. That $1,200 that you just testified to, I'm deeming that as income in addition to what you make monthly. So that's how I got to that number, $3,283. That brings your net to $2,798. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right number. Yes, $2,700.
This is a hammer drop. The judge calculates the daughter's true income, over $3,200 gross per month, including her braiding hustle. No more hiding behind side gigs. That leads to a court-ordered child support of $754 a month. It's a sharp legal reminder. If you make money, even cash on the table, it counts. Should side hustles always be factored into child support?
A month.
$700.
$754 exactly.
Your breakup. That's what
no,
this is
because
about.
you need to
This
pay
is
for
what
your
this
own
is
children,
about.
ma'am.
This is what
Excuse
this is
me,
about.
excuse me. I'm speaking. It's $754. It's what's in the best interest of the children. These are your children, not your mother's children. These are her grandchildren. And I went ahead and ordered that you pay child support because based on your testimony, you'll be moving out in a couple of months anyway. So.
And there it is. The judge locks in $754 per month in support, plus insurance reimbursement. The daughter storms out, but the law is clear. Parenting isn't optional. This case wasn't just about child support. It was about accountability, family tension, and the line between helping and enabling. If this courtroom battle hit you too, drop your thoughts and comments. Smash that like button and subscribe for more raw courtroom drama.